pull these down because I think.
Welcome, Wildcat Nation, to the Monterey Sports Network's broadcast of tonight's Monterey High School Wildcat football game. We're set here to bring you gridiron play from the First Volunteer Bank broadcast booth. However, after a word from our sponsors, we'll be back with tonight's VE Customer Share Program pregame show after a word from our sponsors.
At First Volunteer Bank, we're not just a community bank. We're a bank that's here for our community. We know our customers by name and treat them like family. And we're here to serve our community however we can. Whether it's teaching financial literacy in our local schools or collecting and donating thousands of canned food items each year to local food banks, we're a part of your community. If you're looking for a community banking relationship, we make it easy for you to switch because we're here to help you every step of the way, right down to a local person on the other end of the phone to assist you when you need it. First Volunteer Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Call the Tree Guys today for all your tree cutting and trimming needs. They offer tree removal at the customer's request. They give senior discounts. They even have 24-hour service available. And they do jobs for insurance claims. They are fully licensed and insured with over 10 years experience. Just give the Tree Guys a call today. 931-267-6191. 931-267-6191. The Thornton Agency is an independent insurance agency representing over 20 companies and are able to tailor the right plan to every need at the best possible rate. Their number one goal is to provide quality service. Their mission is to build long-lasting relationships, not just mere clients. They're located at 418 East Broad Street, Suite D1 in Cookeville. Give Josh a call today at 931-252-4659.
Monterey, even for the V. If you're looking for an honest, dependable, and experienced shop to have your vehicle repaired, check out A1 Auto Repair just outside of Monterey on Highway 70. Bill, Tim, and Kurt have the knowledge and experience to handle almost any auto repair you may have, from wiper blades to major engine repair.
Is it showing up on there when we're talking?
Reasonable solutions to keep your vehicle on the road. Go by and see them the next time your auto needs maintenance or you have a problem. Call them at 931-839-3013. That's 931-839-3013. Go Cats!
At Monterey Drugs, our focus is on you. You're not just a number, you're a neighbor. We'll get to know you so we can give you the personal service you deserve. Monterey Drugs, your hometown pharmacy. Proud sponsors of Monterey High School. Located on Elmore Street, right next door to the dollar store. Just give them a call at 931-839-6777. 931-839-6777. We're wishing the best for Monterey High School sports and academics. IDK Cafe, located at 124 East Commercial Avenue in Monterey, are proud supporters of the Wildcats. Check out their Facebook page at IDK-CAFE for an up-to-date menu as well as daily specials, with their newest menu item being the Wildcat Burger Combo. They're open Tuesday and Wednesday from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., Thursday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Jeannie and her staff would like to encourage every Monterey student to be the best they can be at academics as well as athletics. Go by and see them today at the corner of Chestnut and Commercial, or give them a call at 931-584-0214. That's 931-584-0214.
Okay, folks, sorry about all this delay that we've got going on, but I believe hopefully we're plugged in and ready.
All that.
Okay, folks, so like I said, we're having all kinds of difficulties here with our power. I think we were in an outlet that wouldn't work. So I believe we're live, guys.
Appears that way.
Yeah.
Let me check on the YouTube and see what it says.
We'll bring it up here in just a second, and we apologize, folks. We didn't have a pregame show, but we've been trying to work on this for last several minutes. And so we'll bring you the action as far as we get it. I'm Rick McNeil. We got Neil Markham doing play-by-play. We got Barry Henry doing stats. Wayne Brown is the videographer and is going to do part-time stats today. I'm the I guess the producer, but Neil Markham is the play-by-play guy, and we got our mayor, Mr. J.J. Reels, up here with us.
Let me fix my mic. What in the world's going on? There we go. I think I got it now.
Okay. Well, folks, I'm going to back off, and I'm going to let Mr. Neil Markham and J.J. take it over. Y'all sit back, and hopefully we're going to bring you a game between the Monterey Wildcats and the Harriman, Tennessee Blue Devils. So you guys take it off.
Hey, we'd like to welcome you to the Wallace Black Field in Harriman, Tennessee, where our Monterey Wildcats are going to take on the Harriman High School Wildcats. It is senior night for them, so they're having a procession of players and seniors from the team come out with their parents. So we'll get busy here in just a minute with live game action. But looks like we have about 22 minutes left before we get started. But, hey, again, this is Neil Markham. We have Wayne Brown on the videography. We have Barry Henry as the statistician. We have J.J. Reels, the mayor, J.J. Reels, as our color analyst, and Rick McNeil is our producer. So if you're catching us on Facebook tonight, or not Facebook, but YouTube, make sure you send us some notes, messages, and let us know how we're doing. If you got questions about the game we haven't answered, please do. But we'll get started here really shortly.
If you're watching, share it. That way more people that couldn't be here can watch the game tonight.
That is true. Make sure to hit the share button, hit the like button also.
And if you're not subscribed to us, subscribe to us, so that way you can get notifications that we're going to be doing games.
That is true. Hey, listen, it is 9/11. We're in 2020 the year, but 9/11 still holds heavy on our hearts, and I don't want to fail to mention that tonight and think about those that we lost years ago. So
19 years.
Yeah, it's
today.
been 19 years ago. I went to the ceremony this morning to BFW in Cookeville, and it was pretty somber.
It's startling to think that that's where we are 19 years later. But it's sad to say that we still have to go in remembrance of people. But hey, listen, I'm thankful we get to do that part.
Absolutely. You know, most people that's 20, 25, 30 or above can remember exactly where they were at when that moment happened. I mean, I can remember exactly where I was at, where I was sitting, what I was doing. Run out of breath. Sorry about that.
Well, that's okay. I got a call from my wife that day. I was at work in Crossville, and she called me and said, "Have you heard the news? Have you, turned on the radio or anything?" So it was startling for me, and I had to sit and just listen to a radio part of it. And it was quite sombering by myself for quite some time. But over the years, I guess the heartache of it's starting to go away. But we still don't forget them.
I think that's one thing that's happening nowadays. The younger generation don't realize what really happened. They know we have 9/11, but they don't realize exactly what happened. So, it's incumbent on us to teach that generation what's going on and why we do this. So, we don't forget.
That is true. We were having a discussion on the way over to the field this afternoon with my daughter in the car. She's 15 and goes to Monterey, but she was just talking about how kind of unreal it seems, like it's just a story or it's just a movie. But when we start impressing on her that this is real life,
right?
It got a little tougher on her. I think the car ride seemed to get a little quieter. So, but anyway. Listen, I am always in prayer and thankful that I get to do that for people, and I say those quietly now, and we just keep our heads up high for the people that we lost in 9/11.
He's a member of the FCA.
You can do some quick scores from last week.
Sure, yes.
Cool Cavaliers, they lost 6-21 to Riverdale, who's ranked number 2. Cumberland County got beat by Livingston 7-0. Smith County got beat by Upperman 14-2. Stone lost to nail biter 30-31 to DeKalb County. Trousdale County lost to Watertown 7-9. Let's see. Let me find some more. Harriman, where we're at tonight, got beat by Kingston. Or no, they got beat by Coalfield 20-34. And they're 1-2 on the season. Then we got Jackson County, another opponent coming up. Lost to Westmoreland 12-34. Then
Hey, I think we're back on there. We were just running over some scores. Jackson County lost to Westmoreland. It was 12-34. I think we had Bledsoe County Warriors up next on the sheet.
Yeah, they won 24-13. Then our region opponents, Pickett County got beat by Gordonsville 14-53. Joe Burns got a butt whipping by Clay County 7-48. Gordonsville beat Pickett County. We already talked about that, 53-14.
Right, we're looking at Gordonsville. They are tied currently in the rankings with us in the state. I think we're both ranked number 10 as a tie. So it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen in a head-to-head matchup with the Wildcats of Monterey and the Gordonsville Tigers.
Last week's game was a hard game to actually gauge where we're at as a team. Because when you're playing a team like that and you go up 38-0 in the first quarter, and then you put your second string in for the rest of the game, it's really hard to get a real litmus test of where we're at. So tonight should be a good indication of where we're at and how good we are. We still have a pretty young team. We only have 3 seniors at start. So it was a good experience. They got out of the gate quick. Play some awesome defense, and it was just, a good game.
Yeah, I was going over the stat sheet for defense, and it just looked pretty impressive. I mean, you have fumble recovery after fumble recovery. Michael Allred and Mason Bowman. I mean, they're just all over it. Here's Mr. Soberanis. He always does well for the Wildcats. I really like watching him play.
Yeah, he what do you call him? The jackhammer?
The jackhammer. I think so. I think I heard that. Also, Denver Smith, man, he led with 2 tackles for loss and then 1 sack in the game last week. So
yeah, and our player of the game last week was Carter Charlton. He had 2 sacks and 3 tackles for a loss.
And a touchdown, too, right?
Yeah, he caught a touchdown pass.
Yeah, he's
he was all over the field. He was in the backfield about as soon as the ball was snapped, so he was on it.
he was ready to play, I believe. He's an exciting one to watch as well. We have a host of kids, though, that like Caden, for instance, Caden Jones.
Yeah.
Man, where did he just shot out of there like a cannon, I believe.
One play out of halftime, and he was gone. It was just a quick slant. Hit him in stride, and he was just gone. There was nobody around him.
So
yeah.
I'm looking forward to tonight's game to see that litmus test like you were talking about. Just see exactly what's going to happen with our Wildcats and see when they get a little bit of pressure. I think they're going to play a fairly quick team in Harriman tonight. I was watching their quarterback warm up, 35, 40-yard passes. Didn't look like he was straining to do it, so I'm sure he can really let it go. But I'm just can't wait to see what our defense does with them tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a challenge because they have a receiver that we've heard he's 6'8", we've heard he's 6'3", he's 6'6", but he's a big kid regardless. And he's going to be the main target all night. And from what I heard, they passed 2 out of 3 plays. So they're a pass-heavy team, and our defensive backs have to be ready to read the ball when it's passed, not bite on the fakes. Because I imagine that there might be some play action tonight too.
Well, they're going to throw us off probably right off the bat to see if we will, sucker in our cornerbacks and a safety to get them to pull up a little bit, and then they'll start probably letting the ball fly a little bit more, I would think.
Yeah.
But you never know. High school football's tricky. Sometimes you see it, and it's just like a game plan that works for them, and the next minute they're gone.
Yeah,
so
that was something we saw with the junior high team. They came out in a new formation, and those kids just could not adapt to it until they got the ball back. Then they did the same thing, and Coach had told them what they're doing, and they just stopped them. So, they'll come out sometime with gimmick plays and throw you off, but in the long run, you have to make the adjustments. If not, you're not going to be playing a good game.
That is true. I think Coach Hughes does a great job with the boys. I think that he kind of builds that game plan through the week. You start seeing them practicing on Monday, and they're already kicking in gear what they want to do on game day. So.
All right, we're back. Sorry about that. We keep having some power problems here with the board, so I guess Harriman's got some messed up electrical up here or something.
You know what? Other than electrical, it's hot as blazes up here. Let me tell you, we're all pouring a little bit of sweat off of us today. I think they call it dripping. Rick looks like he's dripping over here, so Barry looks like he's a little hot and clammy over there. We got to watch out now.
Well, Wayne, you can't tell if he's sweating much or not because he's got that big old beard. So
there you go.
It's hidden. I bet his face is hot though.
It is hot.
That is funny. Well, hey, listen, they are getting up. They're ending their ceremony here with the seniors for Harriman High School, and the boys will be taking a field here in just a few minutes. I can't wait to see what happens.
No, it's gonna be good. And just for the future, if you hear us go off the line, we're gonna have to reset the board again. So just be patient, bear with us, and we'll get through it the best we can tonight.
We're still on YouTube. You can message us there if you have any questions. We're all kind of watching over that, and we are excited. Like I said, there goes some of the Harriman kids running off, getting ready to come back out. 12 more minutes before the game gets going.
You know what? I just saw the ugliest bunch of kids I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, man.
Nah, they ain't that ugly.
Not that ugly?
They're not from Jackson County, so it's not too bad.
Well, there we go. We're going to lay it out early right here, guys. Look out for the Jackson County kids.
Yeah, prove me wrong.
No, I'm not. I can't prove you wrong. All right. Well, hey, who do we have up next week? I know we're talking about a game tonight of Harriman, but who does Monterey have up next week?
Pickett County. Homecoming.
Back in the region.
That's back in the district play, I guess, for us. And we'll get excited about seeing Pickett County come to town. They're usually known as a basketball school, but I'm sure they're trying to gear up to give Monterey a trouble, but I'm not sure they're capable of that.
Originally, that was a away game, but I think they've bartered to come to Monterey, I think, for the gate.
Yeah. We were going to be away, I think, the next 4 weeks. So it would have been, deeper in the season before we could have homecoming. It had been cold. So I think that was one of the biggest factors. Here in Harriman, we don't have a whole lot of history with them. Looking at the past history, we've only played 7 games since 2005. So,
what's the record on those 7?
I don't know. I got to take my shoes off and count.
Ain't it 4-3?
At this time, if
Yeah, they're 4-3 in those games. Last year, Monterey won 34-7. So we're getting ready to have a moment of silence and national anthem here. So we won't hear us speak for a little bit, which is good for y'all.
fans, we lost this week. Most everybody here knows who we're talking about, Mr. Joe Eskridge. I'd like to ask you to please keep his family in your prayers. Thank you. Please remain standing for our national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your hats.
What's going on with that thing?
All right.
Hey, the national anthem was played. We're back on the air. Like we said, please forgive us for some technical difficulties tonight. We're trying to figure it out. Hopefully that'll work out. We see our Monterey boys on the hill across the field. They're going back in for just a minute, I'm sure, to talk about their game plan, but we've got about 7 minutes before the game gets going. JJ?
Yes, sir.
We were talking about records and how we looked in the past against Harriman. You said there were 7 games?
Yeah, they played 7 games since 2005, and it looks like Monterey has won 2 of the last 3. The last 2 were pretty convincing, 26-7 and 34-7. So tonight's going to be a real test for them. Harriman's only 1-2, but they've lost both games to 2 ranked teams. So
right, yeah, it's and also you got to think Monterey's not had a real test yet.
Right.
They pretty much had a hard practice their last game, so this could turn out to be a real humdinger. Hopefully we'd like to see Monterey come out on the top, but we just want to see them play hard and do well.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a good game myself. We got clock's winding down. Monterey should be taking the field here in just a minute. I expect 48 minutes of hard-fought football.
That's what we want to see.
You know, whether we win or lose, as long as they, you know, it ain't about getting the trophy and, you know, everybody wins. But I'm the type of person, if we lose and we play hard, then you learn from that and learn what you can do to win next game. So there's always positive that can be taken out of a loss, even though it stings and everything, but you can still learn from it.
Well, especially after a year you had, that you're coming off of from last year. We go 10-0 and we play a little bit extra, but it can certainly feel like you're ahead of the game sometimes,
right.
And especially when you have 3 seniors coming out to play and got a lot of underclassmen on the field. That's just a lot of work for Coach Hughes and his squad. I know that, but I fully expect to see them play as hard as they ever have out here.
Yeah, I think they will too. And my only fear is that they're still riding that high from that 10-0 season, and with the performance they had in the first quarter last week, that they could come out and expect the same kind of performance, and when it don't happen, they get down a little bit. So they just got to stay on it, play hard the whole game.
And that's the fight always of a young team.
Mm-hmm.
You're struggling
Absolutely.
to keep them high end, and it's hard to motivate sometimes, especially when you have hard fought games.
Right.
So maybe Monterey will put it to them right here tonight, and we won't have to worry about that. Hey, I want to remind everybody, listen, we are on social media. We're on a YouTube platform. We're out on Facebook. We'd love to have our followers comment and talk to us. We'd love to hear from you tonight. If you get a chance, shoot us a message. If you need to look at something happened there. I thought that was us. Yeah, it's the outside music. So Harriman's getting excited and trying to get their fans charged up. But again, if you're on Facebook or if you're on YouTube and you're listening, make sure you give us a shout out. We'd love to hear it. Here comes the Harriman kids through the stands, walking out to the field. So we'll see what happens here. Monterey still over there on the other side. I think they're still waiting to come out. They're charged up, it looks like.
Yeah, they're excited. They're ready to roll, I think.
Yeah, it's been a long afternoon for them. I know, just sitting around and not getting on the field immediately is always a little difficult, but I know this is going to be an exciting game.
Yeah, they're walking toward the field now, got their flags ready to roll.
So it looks like they're going to call captains to the midfield. Number 55 for Harriman, Abram Godsey. He's an outside lineman. He's going to be out there in the middle of the field. And for Monterey Wildcats, we have number 54, Denver Smith. So he's offensive tackle and long snapper, I believe. But they'll make some.
If you notice how this year, when they do the coin toss with the captains, there's only one captain goes out now.
Correct. Yeah, I think they're mixing it up each week, though, aren't they?
Yeah, they're sending a different captain out every week.
Yeah, that's good.
They don't go out and shake hands no more.
Well, listen, with COVID, it's about shut the world down, but I'm so excited that we get to be up here talking about football and seeing these kids on the field. I know they're super excited, and we are looking forward to an outstanding game. The officials are talking to the young men, the captains. They're tossing a coin here.
There we go.
Looks like Harriman's getting the choice.
Harriman defers.
Yes. So hey, we're back on there after a short little break. Hey, the Harriman Blue Devils have taken the field. Monterey's about to bust through their banner and come out. It's the sky in Monterey.
Absolutely not.
We are excited to just to be here tonight. So look forward to this. They'll be taking the field any second. Got less than a minute to play, or I should say to get underway. But
yeah, it's getting close.
JJ, who's going to receive the ball for us when they kick it off?
Let's see.
Caden Jones, I believe.
Yeah, it should be Caden Jones, I think.
Caden Speedy Jones. Look out.
He's quick. They don't have on their let me see. No, I don't have on there. I need my glasses. Can't see.
Kick pretty 45-yard line. They can take off and get up the sideline. Scoot.
That was a great pass.
That was a great Monterey. They look like they're going to be able to throw the ball.
Line looks like.
I believe so. Sitting on the 8.
First and goal for the Wildcats.
Monterey's coming up to the line here.
Placed on the 8-yard line.
Looks like you got Caden Jones on short right
yeah,
there.
about the half-yard line.
Right on
looks
the
like.
half-yard.
That's a bad spot.
Tackled just short of
Unless
the goal
they got knocked out of bounds over there,
Second
because
goal.
he was close.
Where's
Ball
he?
to 2.
Here comes a play in for Monterey.
On the 2-yard line.
We're on the 2-yard line. We've moved the ball fairly easy right here in this first possession.
Yeah, 2 plays are already down the 2-yard line. It's hard to beat efficiency like that.
Here's Matthew Montgomery taking the
Handoff
snap.
straight up the middle.
Handoff. Oh, he gets clipped right in the knees. Number 4 takes the ball. Mason Bowman doesn't get very far.